second trimester Q&A. It took us a while to get here, but baby, we are here. Let's answer these questions. I did this for my first trimester and I am going to do it for my third trimester obviously as well. But we are finally, guys, getting through our second trimester and it's been a time. But I'm grateful to be here, grateful to be with my girls, and we are gonna talk mommyhood. We made it. We made it. And I'm going to answer all of your questions that you guys asked me. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. But I asked you guys on Instagram to go ahead and shoot me all of your pregnancy or maternity related questions now that we are getting through our second trimester and we are almost at our third. Just inching our way there. But I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about and I know you guys have a lot of questions, a lot of repeat questions, and we're going to get through all of them. And as always, you guys, I love to do these videos where I get ready and just do my makeup and literally just hang out with my girls. Like, just treat these videos as that. Even if you're not pregnant, even if you haven't had a baby, I'm still here as a girl's girl playing with makeup, and as usual, it is like brand new makeup, guys. I have so many new things I want to play with. I have some stuff from Dominique Cosmetics. I have some stuff from NARS, from IT Cosmetics, Reina Rebelde. We even got a new perfume we're gonna smell. Urban Decay, Mary, look at this. And we even got some Rare Beauty. What? Grab a cup of tea, grab your iced coffee. It's gonna be chatty, it's gonna be long, it's gonna be filled with makeup, and I'm gonna be answering a lot of your questions. So these are truly some of my favorite videos to film. Again, you guys, because it's just no pressure. I feel like I'm just hanging out with my friends and we get to talk makeup and just be girls, and you guys seem to really enjoy these videos too. So I mean, it's a win-win. I mean, give me one of these if you guys are into these like chatty get ready with me's, chatty Q&As, chatty life updates. Because first things first, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face. I just got this PR package yesterday from IT Cosmetics. You guys, when IT Cosmetics sends a package, I run and I jump and I scream because I am such an IT Cosmetics stan. IT Cosmetics, if you're out there listening, I love you and I thank you so much for every single PR package you've ever sent me. My first like high-end foundation that I ever like owned, I believe, was from IT Cosmetics, guys. So it's just a full circle moments for me every single time. Let's get into these questions because I got a lot of them, you guys. I asked you to ask me anything that's been on your mind, anything second trimester related. What I'm also noticing, guys, is I'm gathering a lot of mommies. Like, a lot of pregnant mommies are in the chat right now, and I am so excited about that. Like, we're all going through this pregnancy journey together, and that makes me so happy because virtual village, I know how much that is needed, Mary, and I'm just so happy that I could host you. This lotion feels mad good. This was the IT Cosmetics, what is it even called? Confidence in a Cream Barrier Boost. I feel like this is just like a very moisturizing, very plumpity dumpity lotion, which I am all about. I mean, put some on my neck and it felt very good. First question that I actually got asked quite a bit: were you ever scared to get pregnant? This is such a funny question. By the way, I'm going to use this brand new Dominique Cosmetics Moisture Grip Serum Primer. Dominique Cosmetics is also another brand that I get so excited whenever I get PR from them because they're indie, because they are a small female Latina owned brand. I'm like all about them. I get so giddy just to see them still putting out stuff, still putting out work. You guys don't know, Dominique Cosmetics was created by Miss Kristen Dominique, who is an OG here on YouTube, and we love her. I was not scared to get pregnant because in my mind I was like, this is the third time I'm doing it. I don't say that I'm like a pro, but I'm definitely not like a rookie. This is definitely not my first rodeo drive. But it's so funny that you guys bring this up because this is the first time in all of my pregnancies where I am literally scared to give birth. I wasn't scared to give birth with Autumn. By the way, I'm going to use this brand new Urban Decay All-Nighter Spray that came in the Urban Decay package. I just want to use the spray, guys. I know I shouldn't be this way, but I'm going to be very honest and transparent about something that I very much am this way. And you know what? I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't care, Mary. It is what it is. Urban Decay All-Nighter Sprays. I get a few in PR and I never give them away. This is the one setting spray that I hoard because it is my favorite setting spray and because I use them so much that I don't give them away because I actually use them a lot. So I keep stacks and stacks and stacks. I know it shouldn't be that way, but it is what it is, Mary, okay? Any other setting spray, if I get multiples, I give them away. But Urban Decay All-Nighter, this is my boo. I was about to be like, no, I'm not really that scared. No, I'm scared. Guys, I have been through 2 different labors already. 2 very different labors, but they had their similarities. And I think Jameson's being as, not to use the word traumatic, because I feel like the word traumatic is a lot. But Jameson's definitely was a different type of labor, and a labor that I cannot forget because, Mary, when I tell you I don't remember when I pushed him out, and that's scary to me. I remember when I pushed Autumn out. I remember that moment. But with Jameson, I was so tired, and I don't think I ever talked about this story, guys. I should do like a whole story time on each of their labors, and I've been saying that I'm gonna do that for years, but I really need to just sit down and do it. But his labor was a little bit more scary for me, and I think because of that, my memory kind of just blocked it out. And I remember being told something by my doctor and then getting myself together, and then I just remember having Jameson on my chest. But I don't remember like that moment, like I don't remember the final push. I don't remember any of that, and that's really scary to me. I tell Brandon, and I talk about this with my husband all the time, but I'm actually really nervous about this labor, and I'm hoping everything goes well. I'm hoping everything goes smooth. And I'm hoping, because I'm so much more active with this one than I was with my first two. With Autumn, I would go to the gym. With Jameson, I went on walks every single day. But with this one, I'm actively like going to yoga every single day. I'm doing my stretches. I'm hoping that this and all that prepares me for like a really smooth labor that I can remember and that isn't so traumatic and all those things. So were you ever scared to get pregnant? No, I wasn't scared to get pregnant, but am I scared now? Mary, very much. Next question. One person asked this, but I feel like I did get questions kind of similar. But how do you do Pilates while being pregnant? I'm exhausted when I walk to the fridge. Mary, I don't know why I'm snapping, but this is something that I'm actually really proud of myself for, is the fact that I have been religiously going to Pilates since I got pregnant. I did take a break my first 4 weeks, not my first 4 weeks, I would say from being 8 weeks pregnant to 13. I think I took off like 5 weeks where I didn't go to yoga as consistently, and I definitely didn't go in the morning, but that was because of morning sickness, guys. I felt so gross and so tired and so nauseous, like I spoke about in my first pregnancy, my first trimester Q&A. This pregnancy, the thing that was so different, my first trimester, and the symptom that I was not used to was the fatigue. Jameson, I had morning all day sickness. With Autumn, I had morning sickness. With none of them, I had fatigue. This one came with fatigue, and I just couldn't get out of bed some days, and even when I did, I felt gross. But I have been consistently going to Pilates, and I have been consistently going to yoga, and you guys, it's a struggle. It's a struggle every morning. There are some mornings that I simply can't do it, so I opt for a nighttime class. The thing is, guys, sleep is not something that has been very great for me. If anything, it's something that has been actually very traumatic for me. I definitely don't work out to have a bikini body right now. I'm working out because if I don't work out during the day, I don't sleep at night. If I don't get my body to that point of like exhaustion. If I don't work out, my restless legs are even worse at night. If I don't work out, my mental health is awful. So it's just one of those things where I rather suck it up for 60 minutes and sit in a hot Pilates class or a hot yoga class, and I do something that I know is good for me, and I sleep at night and I rest at night and I feel better throughout my day, then skip it and then feel miserable all throughout my day and all throughout my night. It's not even an option for me. It's like a non-negotiable. I know, because my husband has been like, maybe you should like not go to yoga as much, and I'm like, no, I don't think you understand. If I don't go to yoga, you're not gonna want a wife like me to be around, because I'm not going to be a pleasant person. Also, what is with this thing? Like, I cannot get you open. The It Cosmetics CC cream. I've used this before. Love her. We love her. Love pink. But you guys, I also remembered that Morphe sent me this when I opened my whole like expansive, like these guys actually. You guys remember these from my last really try to get ready with me? I also got these and I never opened them. So these are the all bases covered Morphe 3-piece tool set. It comes with a sponge, a velour puff, and like a mini little, I don't know if that's like an oil blotter. You guys, this is so nice and so squishy, and it feels like great quality. This is so funny. My friend Gabby just texted me, and she just had a baby. Shout out to my bestie Gabby. You guys, Gabby and I have been friends, best friends, since we were like 13 years old. She lives in SoCal, and she just had her first literally perfect baby boy, and she literally just texted me and was like, do you have any tips on getting my uterus back in place? Baby, wear that faja. Wear that faja. I'm gonna text her that right now. That's one thing my mom is like a big believer on. The second I popped out my kids, I got home, I rested, she fed me, and then she was like, let's get you in that faja, mommy, because it supports your uterus going back into the place where your uterus needs to be. Did your morning sickness finally go away in your second trimester? And it did, guys. Oh my god, I was so grateful for this one. I had a couple people ask me that just because I was very open, and I talked about my horrible morning sickness this time around a lot. You guys, it was bad. I can't even put into words how horrible it feels to be nauseous and sick and queasy. Add on top of that ridiculously tired all day long. It went away, not immediately, but within the first like 2 weeks of my second trimester, I definitely felt a difference. And then by the third and the fourth week, it was completely gone. But it definitely still lingered a little bit. It wasn't like I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm in my second trimester. Boom, it's gone, Mary. I wish. That would be magical. But then, like I said, by the fourth week into my second trimester, it was gone. And I felt so relieved, you guys. It was awful. Very quickly following that question, a couple people also asked, intimacy in your second trimester, how's it going? If you guys are following along to my brand new podcast that I started with my bestie Taylanda and my cousin, we started a podcast. We kind of touch on this subject specifically because it was literally like a rose and a thorn of the week on one of the episodes that we just uploaded. I think it was the Valentine's Day episode. Correct me if I'm wrong, for those of you guys who have been listening to Edit That Out podcast. Check it out, guys. It's our new baby. We're so proud of it. It's something we've been wanting to start for a while. But intimacy, it's definitely better because I'm not as sick. I don't feel as gross. The way the intimacy definitely lacked in the first trimester is crazy, Mary. But I did not feel sexy. I felt gassy. I felt bloated. And because I was so tired all the time, I couldn't do as many things with the kids, which meant Brandon had to kind of pick up that load, which meant Brandon was also very tired. By the time nighttime came, it was like we hit the bed just to sleep. And there was very many conversations where we were like, hey, I know it's been a while. Like, I see that and I see you. And I don't want you to think I just see you as like a roommate that I share a bed with, but like the way I physically can't right now. And he would be like, babe, same. Like, I'm exhausted. Let's just rest. We will get back to it. And that is kind of like where we were. And we are now definitely a lot more back to it. We are getting on that reg. But now it's just different because the positions have to be different. I definitely popped in my second trimester. It's one of those bellies where I feel like there's some nights where I'm like huge and then there's some nights where I'm like tiny. We're kind of like figuring out what positions to get into and like what feels best for us. And then we also have to manage not making a lot of noise because we still semi co-sleep with my son and then my daughter's in the house. And again, a whole story time on the podcast, guys. And if you know, you know. To answer the question, it's definitely gotten better, but we still are working on things. And it's definitely worth the work, but still work. I got that question quite a bit, so I definitely felt the need to answer. But okay, I'm so excited for these guys. I have been hearing nothing but wonderful things from Miss Lunar and her brand new cream. What are these called? Soft, gentle, liquid contours. I'm so excited. I have the brush, which I don't know if I'm convinced, at least for my face shape and expertise, to use this on me as my bronzer. I don't know. I feel more comfortable using this almost as like a blush. But I did get this brush from It Cosmetics, also in the It Cosmetics package. So I think I'm gonna use this brush. Like, this one is really dark. Mellow is looking my steez. Yeah, I think Mellow might be my girl. Okay, so according to what the girly pops are saying, you're just supposed to dot a little bit of this because apparently they're very pigmented. And Miss Lunar is known to make a very pigmented product. I'm gonna dab a little and hopefully, fingers crossed. I didn't even cross my fingers. That was so embarrassing, guys. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully it comes out good. Okay, that blended out very easily. Very soft, very cutesy, very demure. Okay, somebody was like, are the yoga moves getting really hard? Yes. That's another thing I actually wanted to touch on the first question about the exercise. I don't want you guys to think that I'm in my yoga and Pilates classes and hot sculpt classes doing the most, because Mary, when I tell you, I'm absolutely not. I am the one in the class that definitely is moving slower. I kind of have to move slow, one, because you can't really jump and stuff when you're pregnant. It's not very recommended, but also because I don't want to accidentally like injure myself or anything like that. Like, that actually is very scary to me. So I do not lift heavy. I move very slow and I focus on my form and my posture more than anything in that class. Like, and if that means I do way less reps than any other woman in there or any other person in there, that's just what it means, Mary. Because again, I'm not really there to work on my bikini body. Nope, that's not really the goal. That's not really the intention. It's more for health. It's more for well-being, and again, it's so my body can really rest at night. Like, I really have to take my muscles to that point of almost failure just so I can sleep. And I know that sounds horrible, but I've talked to my trainers, I've talked to my doctors about it, and they're all like, you're doing the right thing, babes. And a lot of yoga moves I simply can't do. A lot of Pilates moves I can't do. A lot of like boot camp moves I can't do. Like, I don't do jumping jacks because again, jumping is just a lot for the baby. I don't do burpees. I have to modify a lot just because I don't have my balance right now. I also don't do lunges because I be wobbling. So there's certain things I have to definitely modify, but I have found with Pinterest and just looking certain things up on Google and also asking my trainers in class that it's definitely possible, and modifying is the key. Don't expect— oh, you guys, I put the wrong one on. No, Mary, no. I was supposed to grab this one. Pregnancy brain is real. You guys, I got this eyeshadow palette from NARS. What is my life? When I got the email that NARS wanted to send me PR, I literally was like, what? NARS, I grew up watching all the beauty girls talk about NARS and rave about the concealer and the orgasm and the Laguna bronzer, and like knowing that I'm getting PR from NARS, it's such a full circle moment, guys. And this eyeshadow palette, Mary, literally right up my alley. You guys, I got this PR package from e.l.f. and I know these technically aren't bronzers or like eyeshadows. I'm gonna use them as, I mean, technically both, but this is the e.l.f. Super Powder. These are their Halo Glow powders. Anytime I get PR from e.l.f., I'm like, give it to me, because I know it's a bomb and I know it's affordable, and I know everybody that I tell and talk to about it is gonna be able to access them. So that just makes me so happy. I'm just gonna use the medium warm shade as kind of like an eyeshadow bronzer. I don't know, transition color. You guys remember that? Not the transition colors, Mary. Really, we're really going back to 2016, 2017 makeup. Oh, another one I got quite a bit. How do you take care of your stretch marks, or how do you prevent them? I did a video about this when I had my son, and I was actually very proud of that video. I thought it was very cutesy. Again, very demure, but a lot of people didn't like it because I guess I was spreading misinformation, because stretch marks, you not getting them or you preventing them or whatever, they are, for the most part, guys, they are genetic. So if you are in a family where the women in your family got stretch marks, chances are you are going to get them. My mom did not get stretch marks with any of her 6 kids, and I was almost 10 pounds. And so was my brother. So big babies, but she never got stretch marks with any of us. So I definitely do feel like I got that genetic blessing of not getting stretch marks. But here's the thing, Mary, I also took very good care of myself to prevent stretch marks. The second I found out I was pregnant with all 3 of my kids, I ordered my bio oil. With Autumn, I remember I used a lot of Palmer's because hip and cool back in the day, and that's what was recommended. So with Autumn, I bought a lot of Palmer's, cocoa, shea butter, oil. They're actual like condensed lotion, and I lather up day and night with these oils, guys. With Jameson, I used bio oil, and with this one, I'm also using bio oil. I'm also using this oil from Taraji P. Henson's line, which I adore. And I will say I have a routine with my oils to where I put them on in the morning when I wake up before I go to yoga, and then when I get out of the shower every single day, I do this every single day, when my pores are nice and open, I bathe myself in my oils. Like, I make sure my tummy is nice and lubed up, again, just so my skin has that stretch and elasticity. It also helps with the itchiness. So I lather myself up in oil. I literally look like I'm ready to be broiled or fried. And then I put my belly band on just to like soak everything in and make sure everything seeps into my skin, and then I just go about my day. That's something that I have been doing with all 3 of my kids. Very proud of it. I'm very disciplined about it, and that has definitely helped me. And I have not gotten one stretch mark on my belly or my boobs because of that, because I don't just bathe my belly, I bathe my boobs, I bathe my thighs and my hips. I've definitely gotten stretch marks on my butt and my hips before, but again, they're very faint. They're not the most noticeable, and on my belly I've gotten absolutely none. And I mean, it's worked out for me, guys. And I'll link the bio oil and even the Palmer's oil and the Taraji P. Henson oil on my Amazon storefront, so you guys can go check them out. Okay, so for eyeliner, I got a brand new eyeliner from Lancome, but actually, Ellen, this is, because you guys know I usually do my maple brown from Lancome. This is their glossy black. just since we're trying things out and we're trying new things and we're those girly pops right now. I'm gonna try it. Definitely not my best eyeliner moment ever. Don't look too close for sure. I think it's because I am so used to my brown eyeliner now, guys, that whenever I do black eyeliner, I'm like, I literally get nervous and I get shakes. But I mean, it's not a bad eyeliner. It's not the best eyeliner I've ever used, but Miss Lancome, she do be making hits, okay? For concealer, I do not have any new concealer, so I'm just gonna go with an oldie but a goodie. And then I'm going to set with this brand new La Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is the Ultra Blur Tone Up, and it's in the shade Rose. It's literally pink setting powder, and I don't know how I feel about that, guys. Why didn't you remind me? I totally forgot about these. I think I was supposed to use them as a primer, but these Urban Decay Face Bond Luminizers, they're supposed to be for face, for body, for eyes. You guys, I'm sad. But you know what? Maybe I can kind of use them, kind of mix them with my concealer like here. I'm gonna try. Mary, I'm gonna use the shade Silver Lake. Yeah, and you know, I might use this one also because it's like a nice peachy color. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called peach. Okay, I just blended out concealer. You guys, I just used my basics, my Anastasia Beverly Hills and my Makeup by Mario concealer. Love them. I know you have to shake these guys up. Hello, Mary? No, 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 no. These stain. I think crisis averted. But okay, I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. And then I'm gonna go in with the Rare Beauty brush. And I'm just going to, again, put this on the tippiest, toppiest points of my face where I would put highlight. Luminize myself with this. Make sure I blended it with the concealer. I'm kind of tripping right now because I don't want my concealer to like crease. But I really do want to use these, guys. And honestly, like, they're so beautiful. Also, love how I'm looking so full coverage today. And ask me what I'm doing later. Nothing. I think Brandon and I might go to Yard House later. I guess that's something. You know what? I'm not mad at that. That's something. Let's set this down. Okay, so for mascara, this isn't really new, I don't think. It's new to me. I found it in my drawer, and I don't remember putting it in there. Ooh, this is such a good question. Somebody asked if I have dreamt what my baby looks like. And guys, I have not, which is so crazy because this is the one I have not dreamt. I dreamt about Jameson. I dreamt about Autumn. I knew exactly what Autumn was gonna look like. But I have not dreamt this baby at all. I have no idea what she's gonna look like. I have no idea who she's gonna look like. I am hoping and praying she looks like her dad because I already have my twin. Like, Jameson is literally my twin. He definitely has his moments where he looks like his dad, obviously, because that's his dad. But let's not get it twisted, Mary. That boy is my actual twin, which I actually really love. It's really cool to have like a little baby that looks so much like you. It's the most adorable thing, and I want Brandon to experience that, even though Brandon has told me so many times that he wants a little brown girl to run around to call his baby. Like, he wants a little dark little Mexican girl, tan, big brown eyes. And in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but it's not that I don't want that, because obviously I would love my baby no matter what she looked like, but I want like a little blonde baby with like blue eyes that looks like her daddy. Like, I would love that so much. I have no idea what she looks like. We haven't even done our 3D scan yet, which we're so excited to do. This is such a good question. Names you loved but will not be using. You guys, I want to make a TikTok about this because I mean, I have a few that I can tell you, but you guys, I had a list. We had a list. I always knew her name was going to be Maverick, boy or girl. I was not gonna budge on that. We had so many other names picked out that for middles that we loved, and I actually have another name that I was like, ugh, I guess I'm never gonna use this name because I know for a fact this is my last baby. Like, I have no desire to be pregnant ever again. I have no desire to have a fourth. This one and we're done. But Natalie was one, Mila was one, Adelaide was a name that we really loved for a middle. Adelaida would also be really pretty. We had a few, guys. Biggest craving so far, you guys, without a doubt, the mint is back. And it is back with a vengeance because this baby, every baby that I've had, all of them have made me crave mint. But with Autumn, I was okay if I popped an Altoid. It was okay if I chewed on gum. She wasn't as picky. I remember I could satiate my craving with, again, Altoids, breath mints, extra gum, icebreakers gum. Like, as long as it was minty, I was happy with it. Jameson, it got very intense to the point where I had to chew on the plant. Like I had to chew on the plant. And with Autumn as well, I also could satiate it with Listerine and brushing my teeth. I remember I woke up a couple times out of bed just to brush my teeth with Autumn and like to switch Listerine because the craving was so that. And then with Jameson, it turned and I was like, I need to chew on mint. Like you need to plant mint. Like there needs to be mint in this household. Mint was the big thing, but it didn't matter what plant. It didn't matter what kind of mint. I just wanted mint. The smell of vapor rub even entered the chat with Jameson. And now with Miss Maverick, it's not just all the above, but she's even so picky with the leaves. Like the leaves of the mint have to be a specific kind. I can only Postmate a specific kind of living mint. It has to be living mint. It cannot be fresh mint in a little carton or plastic container. No, it has to be living mint with the dirt and the roots still attached. It has to be washed a certain way. It has to be cooled down. It has to be a certain amount of damp. It cannot be all the way dry. It cannot be wet. And you guys want to know what's something that's so funny? Autumn also is on her mint grind with this one. Like if I serve myself mint and I don't serve her any, she's like, so we're not boys anymore? So we're not friends anymore? Also, we're throwing hands, mom. Like even the craving is getting to Autumn. It's so funny because even Jameson will be like, oh, mommy's tasty leaves again. He literally calls it out every time Brandon prepares me my afternoon mint or my night mint. He washes it, he trims it for me. He like hits it with like a paper towel and then he brings it to me as like I'm laying on the couch. And Jameson will be like, mommy's tasty leaves already. And literally what they are. I literally just feel like a giraffe. And then also obsessed with the smell of vapor rub, and I still am, guys. I carry a vapor rub stick to yoga with me and I wipe my towel with it. That way I get the smell of vapor rub as I'm working out. And it actually helps me work out a lot better. Radishes entered the chat with this pregnancy. The kind of radishes you put in pozole or like that come with tacos. Radishes, Mary. By the way, the blush I use is Joy blush by Rare Beauty. One of my favorites. Guys, I have these new lip products from Reina Rebelde that I really want to try. Why are we looking so awkward? Why are you acting so brand new? This is the bold lip pencil in the shade Chicana. See, I don't know if we're gonna be doing all that. That's very brown. This is for like definitely a special occasion. Lip liner. Let's see about these lipsticks. Okay, this is an eyeliner. Okay, lipstick. That is pretty. I need to get a lip liner for this. Give me a second, but I will be right back. Okay, updates. I mixed Out of Line by One Size with the Chicana lip liner. Just a tad, guys, just to like give it some definition. And I am curious about this color, but look at that pigment. It is very brown. Hello. I think that's good. We got the Cupid's bow marked out. All right, let's go into the Lip Brilliance. This is called the Lip Brilliance. By the way, if you guys are interested in Miss Reina Rebelde product, she has the cutest packaging. It is Latina owned. It is female owned. We love her. Merry work. Okay, last but not least, as I put on my perfume, you guys, this perfume by Ellis Brooklyn is called Marshmallow. TBH, I've already smelled it and it's amazing. It's literally right up my alley. I'm a sweet girl. I love sweet scents. Like those are the fragrances I gravitate to. Marshmallow by Ellis Brooklyn. I feel like this is gonna be like my newest obsession. This is a winner. I'm gonna say the Urban Decay products are a winner. I'm gonna say 100% the Rare Beauty products were a winner. I'm gonna say the Dominique Cosmetics product, definitely a winner. I love the way this primer left my skin looking. 100%. I love the Reina Rebelde lippies. I love, honestly, we didn't have any flops this video, guys, which is crazy because sometimes when we do these like not full face new products, but when we use so many new products, there's always something that's a little wonky. But you guys, we did really good today. One last question I got, which I definitely want to touch on, was when are you due? Because I feel like I haven't even really talked about that. You guys, I am due early May, which is crazy because my due date that is predicted, I believe, is May 11th, but they also told us it could be within those like 10 days. So it could be like May 1st or May 11th. That's what they're estimating. We will see. I find it so funny because Jameson's birthday is also in early May. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I answered as many questions as possible. A lot of them were repeats, guys. And again, if you have any more, drop them in the comment section down below. I'll try to get to them. I feel like I should do like mini versions of these on TikTok. Let me know if that's something you guys would like to see. Look out for the third trimester one because I'm definitely going to do a third trimester one. And then I'm going to do a postpartum one as well. So these are going to continue to come. And I love you guys so very much. You guys are amazing.